come to give you some new news that you are already one with your twins. Thank you, good night. Do you know what it is to have a twin flame in your life?
Unfortunately.
How many people believe they have had a relationship or are currently a relationship with a twin flame? How many of you don't know if you are? How many of you were hoping you can have changed your contract? To be this part I will teach you. Twin flame is an aspect of your soul, the sameness that sparked with you, with who they aspect to be as one from source. And for some expressions have stayed together in harmonious pathway as one being. Like yin yang, because there was not really a definite who's which part. It's all of it. It's all of it. All parts are in the one. Then at some point of creation, the soul aspects within the one were asked if they would volunteer to experience duality as the expression of the specific forces of creation in this and in some other universes. What you refer to as male and female. Male essence, female essence. Sometimes what is confusing is that it's not about male body, female body. It's about male essence, female essence. That is why some people may have sexuality differences, but be with their twin even if they are both in the same sexual body. That seem clear?
No.
Why? Do you think that twins can't be two males together, twin flame, or two females together?
Yeah, that could happen.
That's what I'm saying. Now, there is some acknowledgement we wish to give that throughout all of what you perceive to be your histories, twins have been in and out of embodiment for most of you many, many times with many kind of relationships. Sometimes marital, sometimes child and parent, sometimes not in an intimate relationship, but in practice of experiencing one another. It has not been for most lifetimes until fairly recent in the Earth history that twins coming together in human form are coming with the acknowledgement and the memory of their soul's choice to be experimenting in the duality. So that being relatively rare on the planet is a very big job. Sometimes it sounds like a romantic notion to want to be with your twin, to be complete, to be fulfilled. But I can tell you, when you are with your twin soul, everything, more than any other soulmate relationship, everything is a perfect mirror. In the sense that all that, as what Saint Germain has said to you, think of your twin as the greatest fantastic dream of finding your one and your worst nightmare. Because you can't get away from, when you're in a relationship that intimate, you cannot get away from your twin. And your twin, you can find yourself in your human ego saying, that's not me, I'm not like that, you're not really my twin, they're kidding me, they're joking with me, and I hate, you know, the human ego is very masterful at sabotaging everything that is part of your plan. Eh? However, know this, into every particle of your body is the memory that you are one with this twin. And it reaches your soul at such a depth, your heart at such a depth, that no matter what the personality is there can be no denial. This is absolutely the perfection of my plan, to come to completion, recognizing my wholeness in this relationship. So if you pray for having a twin with you, work on yourself so diligently, so completely, so fulfill yourself with so much light and positive, as you call it, that when you meet with your twin who's going to be in the same place, you will not have as many struggles, right? Because when you come with your inner struggles not resolved, your twin will reflect the struggles unresolved. Does that seem reasonable, or can that at least make sense of what's possible? For those twins who come together in unresolved ego, human, emotional body states, and choose to use each other's frequencies as a gift to find one another, more than a gift to one another. They live in that place of commitment. That's quite an honor to be in the presence of any one of those kinds of relationships. That they might have gone through an evolutionary cycle of the frequencies of interaction with your twin in human form. I'm speaking now in human form because there are other ways in which that occurs to be with twin. So if they survive their human egos, it's the blessings and the experience is beyond the measure of any ideal fantasy you could consider. Almost all twins together at some point will feel sometimes disappointed in the dimensions of romance in their relationship because they are so alike, they're like siblings. They are often more like a brother-sister, or somehow the same of the same, that there is the relationship of coming together, whether it is male body and female body, or the essences as other bodies. There is so much expectation in cultures to have, finally, you're in my arms at last. I've waited all my years of billions of years for you. The evolution, then, is to have the cellular frequencies become so clear that you have an evolution of your expectation or lack of expectation from one another. It cannot fit the way you think a good relationship looks. Some will say, I've had soulmates that I've never had this problem with. They've come in, there's been a blessing, there's been a challenge, but we've just said yes and we go on. Now this is one issue, not just like it's all pain and agony, but lots and lots of stuff that when one chooses to be in that environment, will be very, 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 very explosive. It can be explosive like the most powerful union in joy and ecstasy. And when there is resistance, explosive, all the other stuff that just leaves a bigger mess all around. So how many want to be with their twin? Yeah, you've almost graduated, yes? You're going, I'm ready. Bring it on. Yes.
But the very things that irritate you the most about your twin are the very things that you carry yourself. And so it's very difficult to overcome your ego, which wants to say, wait, that's not me. This is not my mirror.
It's very difficult. It's the biggest, brightest mirror of all mirrors. In truth, all humans are mirrors. But it's hard for me to find other ways of explaining. It is the brightest, most glaring mirror of it.
So is it a mirror for just all lifetimes or just one, this lifetime?
Well, you are the culmination of all your times.
What I thought.
And so maybe you've been around, dancing around like it was all fun because you were not awake and conscious. Maybe you were fighting and warring just because that was the nature of where your egos are and you weren't conscious. To be conscious. Very conscious. while you are choosing soul evolution without a fear that you would lose yourself. Oh, I have been asked, Lanto, Master, what if we become so one, we can only be one, whose body will be the one that we're in? No, you're getting a wrong picture. I want to also bring about, in my mind, which we have done in many ways already, given distinction in vocabulary, the word and the concept of duality and the word and concept of polarity are often seen as one, and they are not the same thing. They are not two words for the same thing. They are two distinct ways of perceiving life. Duality is a nature of divine expressing in this world. In one body or in two bodies, it doesn't matter. The duality is part of a trinity, part of that. It is part of the nature of being here. Polarity is believing and living in the place where duality is separated. Not just living harmoniously, but separated. Polar opposites, polar ends, is not being in duality as being in a duality of great distortion and great control and great anger. So duality is part of polarity. Polarity has little to do with duality. Does this consideration go into your mind?
We have friends, a couple, who were twin flames, and they couldn't make it. She wrote a poem, and the last line of the poem is, "Come to find out, I am you, and you are me." And that's tough.
It is. Now, what is good news about twin flames who are working through an intimate relationship and then make a choice? It is too difficult, and their egos just say, not this time, not this time, I just can't, I don't want to, it's not fair, in a tantrum. So be it. The good news is, that's not the end of life. It's not like, oh, now they have to have 26,000 more years of life. We don't know. Maybe they will have evolution and meet up again according to the evolution in this life body or in the next planes of bodies.